Living a life devoted to God is the ultimate end of all mankind. Ecclesiastes, after surveying the meaninglessness of the world, riches, relationships, and all these other things that we may seek, comes to this conclusion. Although everything is like a vapor, a mist that passes through our hands as we try to take a hold of it, we must hold on to one thing: to fear God and to keep His commandments. This is the mark of a purposeful life, then. A life oriented toward God and His goodness. Scripture proclaims that the very purpose of the gospel is the revelation of God's righteousness in the human heart. And through Christ, we are now able to fulfill the commands of God, not as we were before, where we do the things we don't want to do, but we don't do what we want to do. Not by living according to a law concerned only with outward appearances or external goodness, how I appear to others, but by living a life transformed within. A life marked by the fruits of the Spirit, which are gifts from God, the virtues of love, goodness, kindness, patience, self-control, mercy, humility, joy, and peace. Against such things there is no law, because through the Spirit we, in a sense, fulfill the law completely. But let us look back again. And as we set our minds on things above, to fear God and to keep His commandments, let us listen to the words of the prophet who rebuked the nation of Israel for their many sins, and in the same way calls us out where we also dwell in sin. He asked, "What does God require of you if He hates your wickedness, abominations, and idolatry?" And he answered, "To walk humbly with Him, to do mercy, and to love justice." Firstly, God calls us into a deep and intimate relationship with Him. We must humble ourselves, recognize our weaknesses, sins, and flaws, and place our trust in Him in every step. To please God is to trust Him and to walk faithfully with Him, knowing that He will lead us where we need to go, that His wisdom is perfect, His strength is incomparable, and His beauty satisfies the deepest longings of the soul. Let this be clear. To be a Christian, by definition, is to walk humbly with God. Next, doing mercy. Now, doing mercy means that love must be at the center of everything. Faith, hope, and love guide the Christian life. But the greatest of these is love. And so, in every relationship, our hearts must be devoted to doing good to others, choosing what is best for them, uplifting them when needed, and even correcting them when necessary, regardless of the cost to ourselves. Finally, we must consider our conduct by loving righteousness. Let it be righteous and just. Do not falsely accuse others. Walk uprightly with integrity and honesty. Do good, and let your actions align with the moral law of God. This is what it means to do justice, to set things in their proper order, to place God and truth at the highest, and to bring our emotions, desires, and passions into submission. Ultimately, let these things not become a burden to you, but rather a sweet fragrance, something that stirs up a hunger within you and draws you closer to God, a hunger that leads you to seek, to ask, and to depend on the one who is able to satisfy. For it is written, "Those who hunger and thirst for righteousness will be filled." And so as you thirst, your thirst will be quenched by Him who is the living water. And as you hunger, you will be filled by Him who is the bread of life. For He has said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live." God bless.